that she doesn't touch like me. Sure as hell don't fuck like me.
What's up? What's up, Malone and Co? I'm Malone. This is my company. What's up, KEEZUS gang? We're back with another video. This lighting is amazing. KEEZUS, introduce yourself. I'm Malone.
I'm KEEZUS. I'm just starting my channel, and we're just gonna just make a video just for fun. Are we just here to stare deep into their eyes?
Oh, you want to hear a story that I actually have about when you were a newborn?
Oh yeah, the one where I didn't cry. Okay, let's just hear it.
Were you crying?
No, when I didn't cry when I was born.
No.
Okay, just tell your story then.
Alright, so.
How do I block the sun? Because it's really, like...
Yeah, that's how you block it.
Oh, that's much better.
Story time!
He's a little bit crazy.
Anyway, so this is gonna be a little short story time that me and KEEZUS decided to sit and talk about. He's never heard this story time, and I decided to make it about something we both experienced in life, because he was sitting in the car with me, so why not, you know? So let's get started. So anyway, alright, so when he was born, he said, "Oh baby, little baby, you're so cute, oh my god, you're so cute." But anyway, I was, how old was I? 21? 21, 22, whatever. So yeah, you're close. So, I was still young. This was my first child. I didn't really know much about it. I did read some books while I was pregnant, and I did a lot of research, but it's like if you've never experienced it, you don't really know what's to come. Like, you could prepare yourself so much, but at the end of the day, like, when the time comes, the lighting just changed. When the time comes,
it's because of this thing.
That's just what it is.
Oh, it did change.
Right? Put that back. So yeah. So I had my mom helping me mainly, and my sisters. So I did have the support that I needed, especially for having a child at that age, because a lot of people don't have the support. They could, even if they're over 18, a lot of parents be like, "Oh, I raised my kids, I'm not raising no more." You know, just things like that. Like, a lot of people don't have the support that they need to really get by. And I've definitely had that support, so definitely blessed for that. Now, okay, so with this particular situation, alright, when Keemani was first born, he used to sleep, like, throughout the night. Like, I never really had any really big crazy problems with him, like not sleeping, waking up every hour, every 2 hours, every 3 hours. Like, it was nothing like that. Like, he was breastfed for a short period of time, and then it was just like, all right, to the milk, boom boom, bada boom. He slept with the night, it was fine, like the first month or two. So I would say at this point he was maybe like a month. So from him sleeping throughout the night, like, I was knocked out too, so, you know. So,
we're like identical twins.
Yeah. Because, you know, they say, you know, sleep when your baby sleeps. So when he used to sleep all night, I used to sleep all night too. So when he woke up in the morning, he'd start crying, then that's when I wake up. So from that, he used to, like, I guess, go to the bathroom a lot while he was sleeping. And, like, he used to, because he used to sleep so long, like, he never really woke up because he needed to be changed. He just used to be knocked out. So then when he woke up in the morning, and, like, that's when I would change him, feed him, and everything like that. So one morning, I woke up and to change him and everything, and I saw that he had like a little rash or whatever, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like what to do. And I was just, at that point in time, I had asked my mom. I think she had told, no, my mom told me to use what is it called?
I don't know. I wasn't born. I don't remember.
I was born.
Okay, I was. That's true.
She told me to use baking soda to dry out the rash. And I remember hearing from like my friends' parents, and one person said use like the cream, the rash cream that they give you, or that you could buy from the pharmacy. And I also had like a bunch of that too. So it was like, should I use the cream and keep it wet and moist, or should I dry it out and use the baking soda and listen to my mom? I'm like, I didn't really know. So I was just like, okay, you know what? From my particular, like the way I think, I would think like to dry it out. It would be better just to dry it out. So that's what I used. I started using like the baking soda. But at that time, like I didn't really, like it was just so crazy because every day, like maybe like within 2 days, like the rash was getting worse. So that's when I really started bugging out, like, okay, maybe I should use the cream because the rash is getting worse. Like it's not really getting better. So I remember just being emotional and crying because every time like I had to wash him up, like I could tell like it was hurting him. Like when he started like peeing in his pamper, like you could tell if the urine touched the rash, like it was burning him, and like he would cry every time he peed. So it was like really hurting me that he had that rash or whatever. So I was just stressed out. I remember I asked my mom, oh, can you change him, because I was like scared to change him. I was like, oh, like so heartbroken. Like every time I had to change him or wash him up, I was just like really heartbroken because I thought he was in pain. So I remember asking my mom, like, oh, can you change him? She did tell me no. Like, I don't know if she told me that because she wanted me to deal with it on my own. Like, oh, you know, you're a parent now. You need to start, you know, doing things on your own. I'm not always going to be here. I don't know if it was that. But she didn't explain that to me if it was. And she was just like, no, you could do it. Which made me even more emotional because I'm like, I really don't want to do it. 1. 2, I know he's in pain. 3, I know you could do it better than me. So it was just like, I was just done with it, like over it, like wow, like that's crazy.
Do you have sunglasses in here?
No. So I remember, I was like, all right, we gonna get rid of it, like boom, boom, we got this. So I remember actually my friend Unique had came over, and and I remember we had laid out a blanket for Keemani. We laid him on the blanket on the bed and just like let him like go commando, like air dry. Like we put the little baking soda on him, and like he slept like that for hours. It was just a blanket under him, so if he peed, he would pee on the blanket and the towel. And like we just let his booty just breathe. Like you gotta just let the booty breathe, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
You gotta BB, you gotta let the booty breathe. So that's what we did, like, because I felt like every time we put a pamper on him, like, it was suffocating the rash, and the rash would probably just get worse. So we like, you know what? The pampers ain't working. We just gonna let him do him, like. And we was, like, literally, like, just sitting there, letting him, like, lay there. He laid there, like, all day. The next day, he laid there. Like, he was up playing and stuff like that, but most of the time, he had, like, a towel or something, like, under him, just so he could, like, breathe. And it really started getting better after that. Like, you give it air, you let it fresh out, and yeah. And
oh, there's a bug.
And it was fine. Is it inside or outside?
Hit it.
Is it inside?
Yeah, wait.
Touch it. Touch. It's outside. Touch.
Yeah, I think it's outside.
Touch the glass. Oh, shit. So, yeah, so, that was really the only really, traumatic really issue that I've went through with parenting. And I wouldn't even call that traumatic, honestly, because I know a lot of people go through a lot worse with their newborns and their kids. So I don't want to sit here and label it as being traumatic. But I would say that that's the worst thing that I've ever went through with Keemani. Like, him being a newborn or, like, a little baby. And it started clearing up, but the baking soda definitely worked. Like, I had, like, a baby washcloth in the whole yellow baking soda little tub. Used to close it up, let it sit there overnight, and then after I used to take the little rag out and dab it right on his rash or whatever. Everything worked out perfect. Like, it was fine, like, after maybe, like, 3 days. So just let it air out, guys. Let it air out. What you think about this story time?
Kinda good.
It was good?
Yeah.
What do you think about the rash? Did you ever know that?
No. All I did know is that, my leg, like, remember that my dad told you about my leg, that I can move or something?
That is not true, Keemani.
Yeah.
I don't know why he would tell you that. Anyway, yeah, so that's our story time, guys.
Yeah, so I guess we will see you guys in the next video.
Ooh.